Autismo's first annual Cookoff. We've got our two teams out here today, Christian and Andy, David and Dylan, and today we're going to be going head-to-head in a little food competition so you can cook up the best recipe, given what they're given. So here's the categories we're rating. We're rating taste, presentation, use of ingredients, and creativity. Those are the things we're dealing with. Easy. Of course, our contestants are free to use whatever they'd like in their budget, as long as they're using our 4 ingredients, and our 4 ingredients are MSG. Yeah. Bow tie pasta, bacon, asparagus, chili pepper flakes. Gentlemen, if you can get it done, look forward to see what you make.
So how are you guys feeling?
I think asparagus might be a tricky one. We could probably sear it and just throw it in a pan, but I think the rest of it we can work with. We can make a really nice bacon, like a spicy bacon pasta with asparagus on the side.
And then what's your team name?
Oh, we had to come up with a team name?
Yes.
I wasn't told that.
We'll ask you back. We'll ask you back at the house.
Remember,
how are you guys feeling about the ingredients and the competition?
shit choice is really on the judges' part. I mean, we'll make it work though. Just basic bitch stuff, really. You're free to have whatever you want. Okay, well.
And remember that the creativity means that if you just put the asparagus on the side and you don't incorporate it that well into the dish, it will mark you off on creativity. That, like, if it's just grilled asparagus on the side, that's like a couple points off of creativity.
And here we go. We have our first judge, John Walsh. He is our resident.
He eats food.
Okay.
I've worked in an Irish pub for 20 years.
All right, next. What's your name?
Thomas.
And you're the judge?
Yep.
What's your name?
No.
And you're the judge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last clarification.
What kind of pasta?
Bow tie.
Bow tie, baby.
Last clarification. There is no time limit for shopping. However, the first person to finish shopping, and by finish shopping, walk out of Publix,
Out of the door.
gets to have the big burner and their choice of strainer. But we found out Andy brought a strainer, but we have extra strainers. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling so far?
So far, so good. We've gotten everything we need. We're just looking at an extra protein.
Okay.
The bacon might not. We're not going to cook the whole pack. If you want seafood, I think that's going to be an unpopular choice by the judges. So I'm thinking ground beef would be good. Pork is an option. Not ground beef. Poultry, everyone loves chicken. Is Jeff a judge? No, he's not.
So how are you guys feeling so far?
I feel better than I've ever felt.
How are you feeling?
Great. How are you feeling? These guys are slow as hell. I don't really know what to do about them. We're gonna get the big furnace, no doubt, big stove. Do some big moves, make some big money.
Andy, how you feeling?
Oh, they're checking out too. This is not good. This is not good, Thomas.
And the winners.
All right.
Got it.
But not long behind. Second place.
These guys, they don't know what they're doing.
Post shopping, how do you feel?
Post shopping. It was stressful. It was hectic. I'm sweating a little bit.
We have ingredients, we have vegetables.
I think it was stressful as well. Pretty good. It kind of came down to the wire, but especially at the end, I had to take some items off. Told the cashier to get me around $30. So I had to throw some of my fresh herbs away.
With the shopping now done, they begin to head back to cook.
Don't want to give away too much. Yeah, my mom is.
You're doing this for her.
Yeah.
The $1 million prize.
Yeah. I'm doing this for her. I really want to help put her through nursing school. She's trying to get her pilot's license too.
You're trying to go
She
to
wants to be a firefighter. She's in chemo. She's got the Luke, Lou Ferrigno. She's got the Lou Ferrigno disease. Luke Perry disease, the one that he died of. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's my inspiration right there. The whole everything I know.
With that being said, it will be interesting to see how Team Big D performs.
This footage was lost. David Earl.
Jeffrey Bacon.
How you feeling about your chances, man?
I'm thinking they're pretty good.
Good to hear.
I'm fairly confident in my ability here.
I think about probably about an 80% chance we're going to win.
All right. What do you think about Dylan as a teammate?
I think that he's confident enough to do what I tell him to do if I give him good instructions.
Okay.
He doesn't have a lot of experience in the kitchen, but he knows, like, you know. I think he'll have good instincts.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
And I have faith in the guy.
That's good. Good that. What do you think about David Earl as a teammate?
He's pretty good. He was doing most of the planning in Publix. Helped out a little bit.
That's good. Any concerns going into the competition, be it on the team side or just the challenge itself?
No, I definitely think that Andy's team is going to be handicapped by his teammate.
Okay. Here we go.
Yep. It's on.
Cool. Okay. So, Christian,
Yeah, what's going on?
how you feel about your chances, man?
I think we're gonna do fine, actually. To be honest, you know, David Earl is a pretty decent cook himself. I can't really vouch for Dylan, but I know Andy cooks all the time for himself, so it's going to work well, I think.
I'll be honest, I'm a little stressed because I don't have much experience cooking pasta.
Okay.
I mean, it's something I've obviously done because it's such a common food, but you know, I'm more used to cooking like a main meat dish and making like a sauce for that. But I think it's still the same general idea.
When I was in South Africa, I had, I catered for a couple weeks, so I got a lot of experience just from peeling vegetables to making like full course meals for people. So I think that'll help me in our chances, but we'll see. I'm fairly confident.
What do you think about Christian as a teammate?
I think he seems fine so far, as long as he doesn't drink many more beers.
Oh yeah, he was very.
I think he's on his third now, but he claims he's stone cold sober.
How do you feel about Andy as a teammate?
Oh, he's gonna be great. I get Snapchats from this dude all the time. He's making some weird stir fry looking crap, and I'm happy to have Andy on my team.
Does Dylan or David's expertise maybe worry you at all?
No, I mean, I'd say David Rose probably had longer experience cooking than me, but I don't know. It's probably, I mean, this is a pretty basic dish, so it's probably not too much of a gap.
What do you think your team's strength's really going to be compared to them?
Creativity, definitely.
That's a good one.
So we're thinking about what we want to do is take the pasta, boil the pasta, and then boil our bacon. We got some chicken as well in the same pan. So that's going to be the protein in the pasta. And then the asparagus will cook in the pan afterwards. We're going to make a nice sauce out of the grease and some wine that we have, some red wine, Merlot. But I think there's nothing that's scaring me. Maybe making the wine. I really have no idea how he's making the sauce with the wine, but I guess we'll find out.
I mean, you know, you can do. We've just settled on bacon wrapped asparagus, and that's simple. So that means that, you know, the execution has to come through. It has to be good for something that's going to be that simple. And to be honest, I doubt that they're going to do anything other than bacon wrapped asparagus. So it's just going to be who does it the best.
What do you are concerned about potentially in the competition, be it the team itself or maybe the hurdles in the event?
Probably maintaining some peace, some harmony in the kitchen.
You know, after a few more Modelo's, David Earl might punch me.
What do you think you and Christian's strength's going to be?
Well, I think Christian has a sort of a good handle on the judges' tastes.
Okay, that's good. I was going to say, speaking of the judges' taste, are you hoping to lean into anyone in particular in terms of favoritism, or just going to try to go to please them all?
Well, I know John will like it because as long as he gets to use hot sauce on it.
Any particular judges you guys are looking to maybe play some favoritism towards? Or just please them all?
Who are the judges?
John, Noel, Thomas.
John Noel Thomas. No, I think that I'll let the food stand for itself.
So judges, out of our two teams, any favorites right now?
I think I'm gonna go with the underdogs this time. You know, David, I know him. I've seen what he cooks. He's probably the most talented cook, and he has like the biggest, probably like intuitive like recipes in his head. Like he knows his way around like using ingredients to make great sauces. But I haven't seen much of Andy, and I'd really like to see him show his stuff. You know, so I think I'm gonna root for the underdog.
I get you. I was thinking that too, John, but then they went with chicken, so I don't know if I can support that. Thomas, any concerns about the ingredients that might be using? Any fears of what might not get done well?
I think chicken might be playing it too safe. I like the risk they're taking with the scallops.
I would agree.
And I think that's how you win. You gotta take a risk.
I agree. Chicken's pretty plain. Noel, any insights?
I'm mostly just gonna let the food do the talking. How it tastes is how it tastes. If one thing tastes better, I think that team should win. But that being said, after looking at some of the ingredients that some of the teams purchased, I do think that as of right now, Team David and Dylan is definitely Team Big D.
Definitely
Is right now personally my favorite. I think they're getting a little more adventurous again, as Thomas said. The scallops instead of something safe like chicken. How many times have we all had chicken Alfredo?
But I feel like there's a fear of mine with David's pick in that he might try and go over ambitious and overzealous and
Absolutely.
It's a
make a
risk.
mistake.
Absolutely. That's why I'm saying I think if David, Team Big D, can pull it off right, I think that maybe they'll come out ahead. But again, we have to let the food do the talking. How original is it? Maybe Team Andy and Christian pulls out, right now we may think it's just some basic chicken and pasta dish. Maybe they pull out something incredible we haven't seen before. So realistically, just let the food do the talking. But I do think as of right now, just looking at the ingredients, I think Team Big D is maybe pulling ahead.
It's still anyone's game.
It is
I will
absolutely
say
anyone's
though,
game.
with their choice of scallops, which is the more expensive choice, David said that David Earl said that he had to put away some stuff he wanted, some herbs he wanted, so that could cause issues with the taste of its dish.
True, that's some interesting calculations. Judges, though, out of our marvelous categories, are there any top categories you're really going to be awarding the big points to?
What?
I think everyone's gonna be looking for taste. That's gonna be the main one.
Okay.
The presentation,
With
it all plays in. It all counts. It all adds up.
With the basic ingredients given, I really want to see what they can make these plain ingredients we see every day. The creativity, what they can do with these, and how they can shape them into something I've never tasted before.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm actually looking more so to whether or not they can let each of our required ingredients sing a little bit on their own, but not necessarily just take over and have their own show. Each thing needs to be a little bit individual, needs to contribute something, but it can't overtake the other ingredients, which is really, I just want to see how they can blend everything and make it work together in one cohesive dish.
Absolutely. Wise words, Nolan. Gentlemen, thanks for talking with us. I think that's all our time for today. So we look forward to seeing you in the competition.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're here at the Autismo's annual cook-off. You guys have 45 minutes to cook your dishes. Don't forget to use your 4 ingredients: bow tie pasta, asparagus, bacon, and chili pepper flakes. You guys are going to need to have those in all of your dishes. Don't forget your categories are going to be rated on taste, presentation, creativity, and use of ingredients. So make sure to do that to maximum effect in order to get the most amount of points. All right, you guys ready? Understood. All right, here we go. We're going to count it down. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Oops, sorry.
What the fuck?
Water? Oh, halfway up. Or no. Most of the way. Yeah, like maybe here, top of this or something? A little bit higher. Hey, you there. Hey, you there.
Got the pasta ready? Oh shit. It's already a little hot.
Seems like we're getting the pasta
Salt.
boiled.
Think too much?
Yeah, you should do a little bit.
Alright.
I feel like if you get away with
Thank you. No, look at you.
Put a couple of these.
Yeah, let's wait until they're waiting on something like they're coming to the I feel like if we get away with it, we'll get too much.
So, you think they're doing good in there?
I've seen a little bit of, I think they've been having a little bit of trouble. Maybe quick start that they're getting to them. Maybe
With Walsh Hammocks, here to show you our newest in the lineup of quality handmade hammocks. So this is the Model T80,000 hammock. It's a very sturdy model. You can do a lot of things in here. things I can't mention you can do in here, but there's plenty of them. I'm gonna test it out. You see, it works perfectly. It's a perfect hammock, $50, and it could be yours.
I love the T80,000 Walsh hammock. It allows me to relax. Good.
Maybe quick start if they're getting to him. Maybe they
Hey, we're on the seat. We're on the seat. What's happening?
All right. Band-Aid, glove if you have some.
How big of a cut?
Decent, but not like.
Yeah, decent, but not like.
It's not bleeding too much, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, David just cut himself.
Strong, but there seems to be an issue.
Can somebody get our medical team?
Yeah, let me go.
Go check it out.
Can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, Christian doesn't have a fucking can opener, so I had to use a knife to try to get this.
Oh.
I stabbed my hand. Hey, for something. I just don't want to be on TV.
Yeah, be a second.
Use yourself.
So what happened out there?
Christian doesn't have a can opener, so he's using a knife to open a thing of tomato sauce, stabbing it. It's like a fucking idiot. Got my hand right there.
You think Dylan has it under control?
He drank some of that water out.
He said he's not worried, so I guess you shouldn't be too worried.
Yeah?
I don't like right?
Yeah, I should.
My knife's dull.
You want one now?
Yeah, I need it right now.
Oh, Christian burst a chicken.
Oh my gosh, here goes again.
Alright, well,
I'll check it.
Hold the chicken up.
It's just gonna fall out.
And he's back.
I'll just smack it. I'll just put it like that.
Chicken's still good.
It's probably getting close to good now.
Jesus Christ, look at this mess.
Yeah,
I gotta clean up Dylan's goddamn mess.
Oh god, the pasta starts burning on there.
Yeah, it came out quick.
Yeah, you need a little more on that chicken.
Oh, dude, we're in a fucking ocean here.
Pour a bunch out and then only put a little bit of pasta in there and it's still.
It wasn't good.
What's going on there, Thomas?
Yeah, it's way too high.
This guy's an amateur.
Yeah, well, there's way too much water.
You emptied out already.
Gonna pour some.
Easy wins.
Easy wins, easy skin.
No, I'm shit.
Yeah, be going.
Christian burst a chicken.
Oh my gosh, here goes again.
Alright, well, I can't put the top on there. It's just gonna fall out.
He's back.
Alright, we're here at the 30-minute mark, guys. Well, it's such looking fun that it really pushing up stuff. We got some asparagus. Hey, we got the 30-minute mark here, fellas. How we looking? How we feeling?
God, 30 minutes left. That's pretty good.
Let's go. See, working the bacon in there with the chicken, Andy.
Yeah, chicken's almost done.
That's good. How's the pasta looking?
Cool. Pasta, Christian said it's on its way.
on top of the fridge.
We've got bigger fish to fry here.
Literally.
So, I'm noticing something weird between the two teams. There seems to be a bit of sexual tension between two of the opposing teammates. You know, I was looking in the kitchen, and this guy, Mr. Pauls, he's giving some weird looks. He was so concerned for the safety of David after he got hurt. Like, the concern in his eyes was palpable. I could feel it.
Yeah, I've noticed a little bit of that sexual energy building up in the building. Definitely a concern.
With time quickly going by, it appears that Team Andy and Christian may be ahead.
We're back a little past the halfway mark with our team here. Time's a little short. We had a little bit of an injury earlier with David, but it seems like they're recovering quite nicely. Progress so far.
A little worried about the time constraints that me stabbing myself did kind of fuck with my time management.
All right. Well,
With the
looks like they're doing really well. Slide past them. Andy, Christian, how you boys doing?
We're doing well, very well. We're just getting the wine going. We're about to make some sauce for our pasta.
beforehand because it's a community event.
How's it coming along?
It's not open.
You guys need
Let me do this.
Looks like they're having some trouble with the wine.
Someone else fucking up the
Well, let me see if I can help you both with that. In the meantime, how's your dish going?
It's pretty good so far.
Pretty good, pretty good. Glad to hear.
But Christian, just try that off the rest of it.
Are you worried about the time, fellas?
Hold on, you can just do it with your finger.
Take it off.
Okay, we're good, Andy. We're good.
All right, you can leave the bacon the way it is. We're gonna take it off, spread out these areas, and then put it on.
Andy drinks wine. Andy, this is up to you.
Oh, you said you got it.
Come here.
Be an issue over there.
It's not like a proper corkscrew, like the one with a bottle opener on it.
Dylan fucked up the cork. Let that be known.
Oh, what? Putting a corkscrew in it? Whoa! Whoa! Fuck! Opa!
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
On my shirt.
Proud of you.
I'm taking it off now. Give me one sec.
Excuse me, boys. Excuse me. Coming through.
Jesus
Christ, Christian.
To it.
Yes, it starts from the pasta.
Sauce. We're making sauce. Saucing. I'm saucing on you.
All right, Christian. Set the pan down in the back room.
It's a bit hot.
Okay, maybe keep the lamp.
Looks like it's 15 minutes left. Let's get in here. So, what are we looking like, fellas? 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left.
No problem.
No problem.
These guys are just about to start cooking. These guys are way far behind.
Oh man. Looks like we've got the pasta in the bowls. Looks like we're doing a nice little baste over here on the stove.
Hey, Christian, get the pasta in with the chicken.
Looks like the pears.
So, Mr. Pauls, you're the biggest trash talker in this kitchen. Can you back that up?
Yeah, get a little butter on top of this.
I don't talk trash, you fucking faggot.
What?
Butter.
Hey, we got their asparagus and their bacon. Something nice. Let's try it.
Did you get the butter from?
Along with the
Do you
bacon.
have?
And
Did you get butter already? Okay, I'll grab some.
Sprinkle some breadcrumbs all over it. Got the bacon.
Competition.
Yeah.
I got that shit.
Do you smell burning over there?
Do you smell some burning?
Hey fellas. It's a little hot in here.
That's a lot of
Alright, both pastas are in the oven. I'll be right back, Andy.
Excuse me, David.
Hey, you got it?
Yeah, good.
5 minutes remaining, guys. 5 minutes remaining. Let's get it hurried up. Let's finish it. Let's start it. Working on closing it. Has to be plated by the end of time, guys. Let's get it done.
Has to be plated and put on the judge table
I
too.
see some of you guys already plating it. I'd like to see that.
There we go.
Early than late.
Got like half a can.
No fucking room up.
Listen, you guys have put on the worst show I've ever seen. This is fucking awful. I'm out of here.
Oh no!
He's just kidding. He's just kidding around. John! John! John, come on, John! John, he's a kidder with kids. John! John, you hurt.
There's like a minute left. We gotta get. You gotta go back in. You gotta go out. Almost.
Davey's back. Davey's back building.
Ask David.
Stay with the Rodellos.
Hey, David. Yeah, have a beer. Sure. Tip it a little bit.
go, guys. 1 minute. Get it on a plate. Get it on a plate.
Easy win, easy skin, I tell you.
All right. Let's hope he's as good at shooting people in the head as he is cooking. Already plated, already down. Wow. That's looking quite extravagant. Very tasteful. Nicely spread out.
Yeah. Is it good?
Yeah.
30 seconds. Jeff, you need to be doing the time.
All right, here we go. 25, 24, 22, 21, 20, 18 seconds left to spare. All right, gentlemen, time is up. Looks like you guys have made 2 great dishes. We're going to start with our team right here, Andy and Christian. What have you guys made for the judges today?
All right, so this pasta here, it's more of a basic recipe. I decided to emphasize the chicken and the bacon in it, make those the dominant flavors rather than having a sauce coated in it, but it's still got some of the pan drippings. And then the asparagus here is cooked with is seared in the pan with the pan sauce made of Merlot red wine, the pan drippings from frying the chicken and the bacon, and a bit of Dijon mustard. So it's got a nice, very rich flavor. And it's topped with a little bit of green onions.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a golden taste. I'll tell you now. It's going to melt in your mouth, and you won't even want to eat their food.
All right, judges, go ahead and taste that one.
All right. So do we need a bite of everything or separate? How are we thinking?
Yeah, get a little taste of everything, preferably.
All right. What do the team say?
I'd recommend going for the pasta first.
Grab
Then
a
try
bite
a bit of
chicken,
the
grab a bite of bacon, in
bite of the
there.
asparagus and tomatoes. And make sure to get a good bite of that sauce in there too.
And the chicken and the bacon, you gotta get both, unless you're Muslim.
Yeah, Thomas is Muslim.
It's good. I like the flavors. I like the spice in the pasta. Try this asparagus.
All right, John.
Chris?
One of the harder to please critics. Very picky.
Oh la
So the chicken's a bit dry, but it's got good flavor.
Of course.
Pasta-
Chicken was cooking for a little bit longer than I would have liked, but
The pasta is well cooked though. I like the flavor.
what?
What? Wow. Oh.
Tomatoes are good, but
Put together asparagus soup.
yeah.
This is gonna stink, dog. Fork in the right hand.
Or at least it's just swelling. Doesn't hurt.
The ones in the middle probably more sauce on them.
The asparagus feels a bit undercooked. But overall, it's a pretty good dish. Good flavor. All right, let's see what we have here.
And what is that on the pasta?
The pasta's just it's pasta cooked with butter, and it's mixed in with the chicken and the bacon, and it's got some seasonings on it. It's got a bit of garlic powder. It was cooked in garlic and ginger, and I got some oregano on there as well.
For the bare bone necessities, it definitely tastes very good.
Glad.
Yeah, it's more of a minimalist pasta recipe.
You don't even want to touch your dish,
Wrap
right?
it up. Moving on to our
All
team.
right, Christian, we don't need the trash talk.
That sauce and the asparagus, it's good. I just wish there was more of it.
Yeah, that's something that I didn't realize until the end. I think I left it on a bit too long to reduce. I tried a bit and I was like, oh, this is really good, but I was only left with a little bit in the pan left at the end.
All right.
Overall, it's a fine dish. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, we're gonna finish off with our other team here, David and Dylan. So you guys have made this for the judges. Tell them what you made.
All right. I'm gonna tentatively name this. What day is it? Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Red Wednesday. It's a dish that's representative of my experience cooking it. As you can see, the plating, I went for sort of a violent, bloody kind of thing. But you know, there's some hints of composure in there. Really, this isn't what I set out to make from the beginning. But you know, plans change, different things arise. It's both on pasta. Patagonia bay scallops in with a hash that I made out of asparagus and bacon, the donut I made, of course. And it has seasoned with dill, parsley, and some Cajun hot sauce.
All right, enough talking about it. Let's try.
I'm going to squirt one of those lemons on there a little bit.
Yeah. Immediately you get the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Very well seasoned, very well thought out. I like the plating. I like your inspiration behind it. And I think overall, very fine dish. Very, very good.
Thanks.
But you know I'm a big fan of the heat, and you brought the heat, and I appreciate you bringing me the heat.
Oh, of course, Mr. Walsh.
Of course. You always know we bring the heat.
And I really like how you incorporated the asparagus into the dish as part of it, and you know, a big, like a puzzle piece that the dish needs to be complete.
That was actually something that I had to just throw together at the end. Originally, we were going to do bacon wrapped asparagus, but time constraints, we didn't, you know, wasn't able to do it. So
I really enjoy the lingering. Not the hot sauce didn't cover up the taste. In my opinion, it strengthened the taste, and I have this lingering heat that's mixed with the flavors you put in the dish, and I really enjoy that.
A little bit more of this.
That the bitterness of the lemon paired with the savoriness, the heat of the hot sauce. Many probably wouldn't expect it to work, but it actually comes out great in this dish. Definitely works together very well.
thanks, Joe.
And the scallops definitely come through nicely, paired along with the pasta. All right, gentlemen.
All right. Well, we give our judges some time to deliberate, fellas. If you'd be so kind as to step out of the room for us while we finalize.
So I'm talking about theirs first. In my opinion, the taste of everything except the cherry tomatoes were exceptional as far as the taste. They were my favorite, probably my favorite tasting part of the dish. I'd say the dryness of the chicken really put their taste measure down, because the chicken tasted fine, but it was just so dry. It was a little hard to. But they did the bacon well, though. I like the bacon. I will say.
What did you guys think of the first dish we had?
Yeah, I will say that I think that the asparagus was undercooked, and it's just flopped on the plate. They didn't mix it with any of the others. You tasted the pasta, then you tasted the asparagus individually. It wasn't mixed together, and I'm gonna have to knock off a few points for that.
For me on this first dish, I think the taste, it came out all right, but it just seems like, as far as use of ingredients go, they didn't exactly form cohesively. You know, there's the bacon and chicken and pasta and the pepper flakes, but then the asparagus is just kind of thrown on the side as like a little side dish all on its own. So as far as use of ingredients, they used everything. They made most of it work together, but I don't think they quite incorporated the asparagus the right way. As far as creativity, I think it's an alright dish. I personally haven't had it before, but I just don't think it's overly creative. I will say though, it definitely does get some points for presentation. The nice use of colors, everything kind of just in its place. It looks appetizing. It looks very neat. It's just nice to look at.
All right, I think this dish, while I don't think they thought it all the way out about using the mandatory ingredients, I prefer the taste of this dish compared to this one. I think this one relies too much on the heat, and I think it overpowers any of the nuance that you might get with the bacon, what you might get with the scallops. I think it all gets lost in the heat.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on there. I love the use of heat, and I thought it paired extremely well with the taste of the other parts of the dish. Like with the lemon especially, I don't think the heat was an issue for me.
I did enjoy the heat. I think it could have been dialed down a little more, but as far as for me, I think everything still kind of came through. It was just a little too spicy.
So, we've heard from all three of our judges. Me and the camera and Dave, of course, have tried it personally. I gotta agree. I feel it exactly with Thomas. I was in Andy and Christian's camp day one. I think the dish is just a little bit. I think presentation-wise, better. Incorporation, I definitely give it to Erlen than they did. I think a more of an in-depth job. But Thomas is right, that heat, you lose a lot of flavor. So, fellas, the judges did a lot of preparation. Go on your, however you can view it properly. And the winning dish is. What? Big D. Yeah. What? So let's go. Which one of you? Thomas?
Chef
John?
Chefs Andy and Chris.
No!
Security.
So I give you guys this dish. One of the judges said you guys have had pretty good taste. You know, a little above average. Your presentation was average, though he thought. Same with the use of ingredients, a little above average.
Which
one?
one?
Your creativity was pretty low, though.
Which one?
I can't. Who? Won't name names.
Chefs Andy and Christian.
Christian, shut the fuck up.
You guys are both fantastic chefs. The dish you put out for us was phenomenal. But at the end of the day, we just think that you didn't necessarily take enough risks or try to do anything new. So at the end of the day, we awarded the victory to Chef Dillon.
No! You guys definitely.
My original plan was to have a sauce in it. Then I realized at the end, I don't have a sauce for this pasta.
Tragically, you guys did really great with presentation. It seems you guys were a little low in creativity and use of ingredients, but otherwise, you guys had really great scores. Sadly, not as much as our founders really did. I was rooting for you guys, but great job all around. Big D is our winner.
Good move.
For this annual